Hello people. So today I am doing a robotics expert solo mission. Later I'm going to be doing the rest of the expert solo missions and uploading those. So quickly I'll go over what I'm using here. Melee, Mason Shield, Harken, Pair Arm, Hands Free. It's the only character I don't have my Crescent Jetpack on yet. I'll get that shortly though. I'm using a 6 cooldown force wall and med station personal turret. I don't have an epic boost yet. Somehow I haven't gotten one. It's frustrating. And skills is a little different than I would normally run. Normally I have 10 points, 10 or 11 points in engineer. I think 10 points. I usually also have station buff and station radius. But since I'm only going to be running med station and it's only myself, then I don't really need the extra, extra healing, the extra radius. It's not a big deal. I'd rather have some more power pool return and a little bit more range damage. So that's why I threw a couple more points on this side. Okay, so I'm going to queue and see you in there. Okay, I got manufacturing plant. It wouldn't be a bad idea here to maybe switch for an autocannon or maybe even a rocket turret, just because this level is so long and you need some range on your turret a lot of the time, but I'm going to stick with my personal turret for now. So a lot of stuff that's in range of it, I'll let my turret do the work. I did mention this in my other video. You don't have to hold the right click down to get full damage. You can just tap it every couple of seconds. So that range damage boost is helping me out a bit here on my Harken. Try to draw them into my turret there. I keep adjusting my graphics up and down, trying to find the sweet spot for recording. My computer isn't the best, so turret is up, but I think I'll just force wall these. Let's throw it on a station here before I die. A lot of engineers use Colony Energy Rifle, I believe it's called, which is a more damage SMG. What it does, have a slower fire rate, and I think it actually costs a little more energy to fire as well. So just dodging the ballista here. I did want to talk about why I chose Force Shield over anything else. All sorts of stuff there. And there. Maybe just kill this one first. Oh boy. Set up a wall here, hopefully I can draw some into it. So force field is, I find, to be the most useful of the third offhand that I can use. I've tried using power station, I've tried using a sensor. I find that the force wall is the most, not necessarily effective, just the most useful and can save your life a lot. If I were to use a different one, I would probably use a sensor, just for the increased damage and the ability to see stealth. And see the enemies on the map, it never hurts. Sometimes you're kind of a little worried if someone behind a corner. But I do like force wall the best. Force field, force wall. It's a nice defensive ability. So there is scanners in expert. That's the probably biggest difference. Let's just strafen these shots here while I get some health. So I do want to set up my turret to kill this guy, otherwise it will take me a long time. But I just want to make sure he didn't want to run off anywhere, so I think he's pretty much stayed there. So I'll just take him out with a turret. This will be the shortest amount of time possible. Because you don't have a ton of time. I hear a helo, I think, over here. Yeah. The turret is still on cooldown, and he's coming after me. Got a decent spot here if I can take this ballista out real quick. My turret will actually be able to hit them here. Wall that. So here, useful wall right there. I didn't have to use my boost, which I could have. But a lot of the times you don't have your boost, and you can get in a hairy situation. The only way you're going to live is if you force wall it. So check your corners. Have your sound on, you can know when stuff's shooting at you. Ballista came out of nowhere. Throw a turret up there. Strafing damage. Hit by one. Let your turret tank, let your turret do the damage. I'm sure you could do it without running a med station if you felt like you wanted to use something else, but I feel it's strong enough to warrant use. I do think it's solid. You can stand here and tank some damage. Some damage, not a lot of damage. I don't have the extra talented boost station, so I do have to be a little more cautious, but it still does about 400 heal. So watch out for the scanners, as usual. That is the major difference between advanced and expert. I know there's a lot of stuff over here still, so I'm gonna hold off. Just be mindful of the scanner. I know it's gonna shoot the other way first. The back of it. My turret's doing work in there. Remember, you can check the health of your turrets and stations on your bottom bar. You don't always have to be in line of sight. I know my personal turret's at about 95% health, if not full. 100 HP for full there. There's a ballista over here somewhere still. I don't think I killed it, although I don't see it. So you can see how the force field is useful here. I mean, I'm not taking damage from these 3-4 guys that are shooting at me. Able to get a couple kills. I'm gonna throw down a personal here. Just trying to dance some of this damage. I know the scanner's coming back. Oh, just turned at the last second there. Just gonna go in on this guy. Don't get too overzealous. You can always fall back. That's a mistake that a lot of players make. They never fall back. I see it all the time in Spec Ops PV missions. See it a lot of time in lower level missions, so once you get to the higher level missions, people aren't as stupid. But a lot of the time they don't know when to back up, and you end up dying just because they pull you into a bad situation. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is getting just put in a bad spot by a bad player, and then they think you're the bad one. It's lucky I didn't shoot that scanner there. I do want to get a turret down as soon as possible. Put a wall up. So you can see why the autocannon might be a better choice sometimes. Because I don't even have range on this guy. I'm gonna have to set up another turret unless all these guys come down here. Which looks like they want to do. Just keep them coming a bit further. I don't have an OC repair on, but I have 5H and 1 range. So that should suffice. I can reach it from here. So I did manage to get most of those guys. I do want to start this final boss at full health. So there should be a few more adds in Expert. I count 4 there, 2 there, with 2 support. There's 2 maintenance drones. Usually there's only 1. And I do have the Recluse, so this is actually probably the hardest it'll get. And I don't have the best space to work with here. I think my best bet here is to go to the right, take these out real quick, maybe dome right away. If not, definitely use the force wall. And then set up a turret, get these adds down as soon as I can, and then go from there. So I did get a decent wall up. I do want my med station a little space away from my turret for when the boss comes at me. He doesn't realize I'm here yet, so this is good. Just kind of trying to strafe some damage here while killing things with my turret. Take this guy out. Okay, so that is all the adds. I'll try to pull this guy up here. If not, I'll have to move my turret. I'll just throw it in the corner here, but I am going to wall it first. Actually, it is shooting him now. Nope, now it's not. So when he does his AoE, he's not going to hit both my station and my turret. He's only going to hit one of them. And you might as well just sit here and heal your turret. Quite simple. If it gets low or you run out of power, you just dome it and do the once every couple seconds for full damage. So that's it. That was a pretty simple one. So next I'll be doing the other 3 classes, and then I'm going to do a couple of joke videos and some team missions. Nice. That's a pretty good sensor there. X and X. And yeah. So look forward to doing those ones.